Pr3destined pronounced predestined. When devastation confronts reality, #1 bestseller in the making. 12 million copies to be printed. By Peter Lewis. Mysterious, tragic, humorous, and spiritual. It might just help, it is that good, says Lou Hirsch. A non-fiction story with a supernatural theme, with light-hearted and intense moments. Preface. The following story depicts interesting people and events. The names have been changed to protect the innocent, and to not sensationalize human decision, and to keep anyone from becoming more of a hero, a god or egomaniac than they think they are. This book is based on specific events, tied together to the best of my ability, as I remember them when I first started taking notes so as not to forget each one of the pertinent details. One may ask, if I can't see, smell, taste, or feel it, does that mean it doesn't exist? I may have come from this train of thought at one time, until now. Fall this under faith. Call it whatever you prefer, premonition, intuition, hunch, suspicion, feeling in your bones. Such words surely wouldn't exist if their meanings didn't present themselves from time to time. I'll be the first to raise my hand in question to some of these situations. If the warm scent of alfalfa dances aloft a gentle breeze in a meadow far away from the city, along a distant road, parallel to a set of train tracks vanishing into a rock-arched tunnel on the sheer face of a low-lined hillside, does that mean it doesn't exist if you didn't smell or see it? It does. I've been there. You've just lived it through me, in your imagination. Although you might have never been on that stretch of Highway 58 between Bakersfield and Kramer Junction, at Highway 395. Tina and I could very well be star-crossed lovers in this non-fiction novel with a supernatural theme. The adventures within these pages include some interesting situations, some quite humorous, some serious, some sad. Still, it happened all the same. You'll be living my journey with me. You might have even passed through some of these events in your own life. If you have, I wish you a complete, smooth, thorough, deep healing, body, mind, and soul. I can't ask Tina what are in her visions today. You'll just have to take my word. If I were going to use my imagination, I might have included some explosions or the like. I'd have had to really work at it to dream it all up. Unfortunately, I didn't have to. All I had to do was write them down. Although some of the incidents are remarkable, they're as accurate as I can possibly make them. I might not have believed them myself if someone told me. I do now. I have. 2. I was there as it happened. Chapter 1. A New Beginning's End. I'm leaving my possibilities hesitantly open at all times. PL. Prelude. What happened? It's early morning, 3:30 a.m. The nearby lake shimmers black in the pitch dark. Steady footsteps fade on gravel. An anonymous shadow looms behind us both, lingering. The evening is fierce. Stars attempt piercing the night sky. Crawling clouds creep over and about the perigee moon's effort to shine through. Ported. Though it appears to be like many other nights, it feels an eternity. There's a disturbing eerie silence. A calm like the girl walking before me. Is it her large, innocent, suede blue eyes? A deep indigo ocean that lures me to her? The kind of eyes you'd love to swim in, though they terrify you, robbing you of your last gasp of breath. More than that, it is her presence, her paradigm. She is a 5'3", 100-pound angel who smokes and sips bright green sour apple. Pucker. Our eyes meet. Tina smiles at me, then looks back in the direction she is walking. I hear the light crunching of gravel beneath her feet as she enters the hollow of trees. She fades out of sight into the darkness of the night. She disappears alone through the ominous hollow of trees, where we once, not too long ago, witnessed an owl gliding out of sight into the same shadows. Even as I write this, the complete shock, terror, horror, and misery with anguish I'm about to endure will haunt me forever. Have you ever been raped? It feels as if I've been mentally and emotionally raped. I've been told this feeling will go away with time. Let me ask you, how can they possibly know? I hear three distinct sounds in succession, all out of context from one another, still vaguely familiar. A violent gunshot, the brief metallic screech of nearby wildlife, both followed by a gentle, dead calm, an absolute nerve-shattering silence. Not even the whisper of a breeze. My cigarette drops to the stone-covered dirt, scattering sparking embers. Tina! I scream. There's no response. The quiet is broken. The crunching of gravel beneath my boots terrifies me as I race as fast as I possibly can toward whatever lies within or beyond the black hollow. It's even darker now. I'm absolutely petrified. I have never been afraid of the dark. I am now. I stop short, pulling a small flashlight from my pocket. I turn it on. Frantically, I search the base of the trees, deeply wishing to find nothing. Onward I go, stumbling over pounding thunder in my heart. I swing the flashlight to where the earth meets a narrow asphalt road. At the far edge is white tissue paper dampened with yellow moisture. Flashing the beam up the trail, I see a discarded pink plastic shopping bag lying motionless near the edge of the road. Discounting it, I shine my light down the trail. There's nothing. What am I looking for? My mind stops. I now recall the blouse Tina just bought. It's pink. I immediately train the beam of light on what I mistook for the plastic bag. This isn't happening. It just doesn't make any sense. Only moments ago I held her in my arms. We hugged and kissed. No, Tina! Why? I cry out in disbelief, forcing myself to trudge up the roadway toward her. Tina's white shoes, blue jeans, and pink blouse become all too apparent. Her face appears in the unsteady beam of my flashlight. She's lying prone on her stomach facing me. The right side of her face is resting against the road. There is more blood than I've ever seen running down the way. Tina's lifeless, innocent eyes look at me, through me, as though she is going elsewhere. From under her head a circular, wet pool of blood darkens, while growing, seeping beneath her body. A slight, undulating stream is sparkling black with red glistening blood, a deep dark, cherry lava flowing, widening ever so much, slowly down the long, steep incline of asphalt. A slowing river turning ice cold from Tina through me. It's horrific, confusing, yet fascinating, knowing whether the utmost remote spark of life remains. Tina must hear these last words from me. Standing over Tina, I whispered to her through my fear. God bless you, sweetheart. I love you, Tina. I pray for her spirit, her soul, her solace. No response. No movement. No breath. No pulse. Tina, my close friend, still warm, though lifeless. I continue praying for her. She's gone. Then it hits me. There is no gun anywhere. Where the hell is the gun? I quickly turn off the flashlight. Why would anyone want to kill her? I gasp. Frantically, I look up, then around. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, trying to regroup, I strain my ears for sounds, footsteps on the gravel, snapping or cracking of chaparral, or the hammer of a revolver clicking in the pitch dark. It's so quiet I begin trembling. I reach for my cell phone. It's not there. I turn the flashlight back on, knowing I may be making myself a target. At the end of the beam, near the edge of the road, I see Tina's cell phone clipped to her small backpack. It's on top of her black leather jacket, which is neatly folded along with her CD player and headphones, off to the side of the roadway. Looking down at Tina, she's facing me, with her eyes open while peacefully sprawled out on the ground. There are several spots where bullet fragments fractured the top, left side of her head. Throughout her silk blonde hairs are spider webs of blood threaded to droplets. From her open staring eyes, strands of red tears have dried and stopped crying. I gasp hard as I try screaming, pleading out loud. Nothing happens. I can't utter a sound. No, God. Why? Pounded in my thoughts. Why? My mind is reeling, drifting full circle to the first time I became aware of Tina's presence. I look toward the clouds now completely blanketing the sky. The cold sets in. I shudder while shivering. Uncontrollable fear and lightning shoot up and down my spine. Damp air mists upon my face as tears well up in my eyes. The musty scent of earth rises through me, while all around the heaviness of moisture strains down through the trees and nature, reminding me of a memory I can't quite resurrect. The booming echo in my mind doesn't fade away. It's the beginning of an irreversible mental collapse that now frightens me to death. From what I know, it's not that it may happen or could happen. It's just a matter of when it will happen. I drop to my knees at Tina's side as I hear her telling me over and over what she told me earlier this evening. Oh, don't worry, Peter. I'll be in contact with you.